got the van up on a stand, very important. I'm underneath the van looking at the starter motor. It's a Bosch, the one that's on it, but it's died. It does this clicking thing whenever you try to start it. And it looks like this. It looks like that, and I can see exactly what's wrong with it, because it's fucked. Taking all that asunder, in here, that is fucked. I've got 1, 2 and 1 on the back underneath, 3 of these. I think I tried to take this off years ago when it started making this noise, and it was a bit temperamental. That's as far in as that will go. Just try and get it off. So exactly what I didn't want to happen. 6 just spins in it. The bit's okay, but it's made mincemeat of that bastard there. So in better news, this one has come off. So you can just see the spanner there, the extension, I got that one off. It's just come loose, so there's only one to get out now. So by removing this bolt here, this pipe becomes loose, and that can give me a bit more play to get in at this. Now the next one is this, it's an earth cable up to the battery, I think. It's on that lovely copper cable there. So I have to get a 13, I think, on that. To get that out of the way, I might be able to get a vice grips onto this offensive bolt here. Like, all this stuff is fine whenever you can get the bolt out by itself with a Allen key. But if you look into the top of it there, it's just wrung off now. So in here, there's nothing to grip on. There's nothing to grip on the outside. So I've got this vice grips on. I don't even know if there's space to turn that. I've probably got about 3 mil on that side, so I'll give it a go. Now it's just ringing off there, look. Get a better grip on that. There's nowhere in here to get a bit of space on. Got it back on. I almost needed another vice grips to get that vice grip shut, so no, it's just slipping again. It always looks like a last resort when your hammer's out. So the vice grips kept on spinning, so I've mushroomed the head over a bit with this, and now the socket won't fit. So I'm going to try and whop that in, and then I got a bit of blood on my finger off something. If I whop that in, it might get a purchase. I'll give that a go. It just started spinning again when I got the bit into it. I've tried a selection of vice grips on at this stage, all of them keep slipping. I'm trying to file some flats on it somehow. Without filing through this water pipe. Happy days. It came loose. Filed a flat on the top, if you can just about see it, and that was enough to give it a bit of grip. So it was a matter of vice grips. You can see the flats that I filed on there as it spit it around, shining just there. And another one. So that's the 3 of those off. 3 nuts off. Let's have a look at this when I get it out. The new starter didn't come with these, so I'm going to have to find some new studs. Pretty gnarly. Oh, it's a nice shiny one. Okay, so that's the starter. I can feel it's loose, so I've just got to do this 13, I hope, because I have a 13 handy. 13 socket. Maybe it would have been an idea to do that first, because the whole thing is just twisting because it's locked up as well. Put 2 studs back in. I've put the studs back in, and I've got the 13 on there. Oh balls, that's fucking tight. It's all rusty. it's just brute force on this one, but it's taking a lot of force. It's fucking well corroded. As if it's not spinning, and it sounds like it's coming off. Yeah, it's loose. The cable there is loose. The heat in the end of that socket's pretty good. So I imagine this nut's going to be pretty toasty. Yep. Yep. Oh, let's run away. Get that live cable out of there. Have this other wire out of here. Just a spade connector, I believe. Or is it? No, it's got some little tab on the side. You gotta clip it with your finger. That's what it looks like there. So, we're loose. Let's get these boys out again. I just had them in finger tight. This is a job I've been putting off for 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. Why was that? Let's try and get this off. There we are. What are we stuck on? That's it. We're all out. So, what is wrong with this bastard? Looking inside, teeth on that starter ring look okay. That was a worry of mine that would be shot up. But it looks pretty reasonable. It does have some, I see your clutch there as well. It does have some shiny bits on it where the starter does whack into it, but it looks okay. So this is what it looks like underneath the van. 3, 4, 5 pairs of vice grips tried, hammer, a couple of files, starter motor, the van up on a stand. I've got the van up on a stand, very important. And I've got a load of bloody Allen keys. Here they are, buddies, side by side. This is the old one, obviously. This is the new one. It's a Bosch 001125001. That's the rotation, 12 volt, 002 in brackets, 02B 911023D. Is that right? You decide. It's a 3, not an 8. 089 in a little bubble. 088. Oh, 088 there. Made in Germany, VW, Bosch. It's pretty much the same. This one looks to be better made. That one looks to be made out of cheaper, shittier castings. There's a bit of play there, you can see. The new one doesn't have that play. There's my old bolt that got mashed up. So I found some new ones. They're the black, I think they're 10.6s, is it? I don't know what that says. 129, they're very strong, so I'll take it easy, tighten them up. That one's a bit fucked as well. That one's okay, so I've only got 2 of them, so I'm going to have to reuse one. So getting the new one back in should be a walk in the park. One would hope. With one hand, I'd say it's going to be less than easy, so with the other hand. That's it there, resting. Oh, this is on the right. There's one up on the top there as well. See it? So let's come out, so we're in. Let's get stuck on that. Why is it stuck? That's it, just a bit of a twist. Gets it in. Hold it in with something now. some little screws. Need the ticket. It's finger tight. So the two that I had were a little bit longer, so they might bed down the bottom because they're getting tight and not still spinning. But they're going in, so maybe it's just dirt or something on the back. Who knows? Let's keep going and see. Let's make it up okay. So the washer's tight. Yeah, that washer's tight. So we'll get this last one in and it'll go up to the top. Maybe do the last one from the top. So the last of the three is this top one. Goes in here. That bracket was bent out a little bit, so I pushed it back in. So 13 mil onto. That's your cable. Don't do that. Don't arc it off the frame. Probably frying my electronics. Funny, I didn't get a shock. Okay, there's that tight. Back underneath, I have to put this cable back on that I forgot about. I think it's a 13 again. Just like that, put a socket on the end. I can tighten this up. Of course, this one is the neutral, or the negative, so it doesn't arc. That's good and tight.